Won the Calypso Monarch titles on 8 occasions, the Road Match title on 6 occasions, and he has also won the Calypso King of the World title the only 2 occasions that it has been held. It's really a special treat, therefore, to present to you tonight the Calypso King of the World, Dr. Slinger Francisco, the mighty Sparrow. Good evening, Sparrow, and welcome to Calypso Showcase.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, contrary to what Trinidad Rio says, I think you must be the most traveled Calypsonian. What's been like since Carnival?
Well, we've traveled up and down the Caribbean islands and to certain parts of the United States and Canada.
Well, I had an opportunity to look at your itinerary for the month of June, and I got tired just looking at it. Where have you just come from?
We came in from St. Lucia, Dominica, Antigua, Nevis. Every place I go, they tell me Aloes was here, Baron was here. So I'm sort of, you know.
Well, you're back now to do a little duel with Aloes. That's coming up, what, tomorrow night and what, Friday?
Tomorrow night, and they're having another one on Friday.
Yes, sir, the demand has been so great. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about that later on in the program. But what we want to do first is continue the life of the mighty Sparrow from 1978. You'll remember last week we covered the period from 1955 to 1977. So we want to bring you all the way up to 1992. So let's take a look at the mighty Sparrow.
And then times change in so many ways. Till one day somebody said, free the bloody slave. I was then put out on the street. I had no clothes, I had no food, I had no place to sleep. I had no education, no particular ambition. This I cannot conceive. Forgot my native culture. I live like a vulture. From the white man, I had to steal. He made me work. I said I work. Oh Lord, no pay. And then I toil hard each day.
Now, 1978, a little special tune which you might have thought would have got very popular, Natasha, Do You Hear Me?
Yes, well, this again was a play on some of the Yoruba words. This is Nigerian words.
But you also sang on Idi Amin that year, so the trip to the Africa might have influenced those topics.
That's right, because at that time we were all concerned with Africanism. The movement was back to Africa, anything African. The dashiki came in and the Afro hairstyle, and everybody was into it, and it stayed with us for quite some time, so it was quite normal and natural to fall right into the African language.
Now, so one thing that came to our knowledge that year was the fact that you had a tune which has spent 27 weeks on the European chart. Only a Fool Breaks His Own Heart. Where did you find time to make that in between?
Well, what happened is I did this song. Now, first of all, I met the guy who did it originally, a guy called Arthur Prysock. A very deep voice, something like Billy Eckstine. Sparrow, you got to learn this song, you know.
When you
years, you've always had this idea of presenting your calypsos with costume, with flair, with everything. Robot, 1979, I think, was the epitome of that.
That's right. I had batteries and everything, doing the robot dance.
And I have, instead of brains in my head, a small sensitive computer with complete data. Yes, I'm equipped with laser, telescopic eyes and radar. That's why I feel that I am real. When me circuit breaker get hot, I could whine better than John Travolta. I'm a robot, whining with precision. See me, I'm a robot, dancing in slow motion. However, the man designed the plan, it working fine, because I'm the only robot man today could whine. I'm a robot for Carnival in 79.
People have talked a lot about presentation of calypso and what makes for good presentation. What, in your opinion, is good presentation in calypso?
Well, it all depends on what the topic is, and if you stay close to it, and make people again believe it's real, then I would say that's good or great presentation. You can be presenting something about a racetrack scandal and you dress like a judge in the court. If you dress like a jockey, whatever the real essence of the song is, when you're talking about racetrack, bacchanal, whatever happened, you dress like a jockey, have a whip, put on your cap, and so on. I think you're portraying the character.
Other good tunes, 1980, Wanted, Dead or Alive, London Bridge is Falling Down.
That's right. Wanted, Dead or Alive. This was one of my better songs around that time. Of course, I had what I had before that. I had Ayatollah telling Ayatollah, watch your tail, because you have America, you have the tiger by the tail. And somewhere along the line, this tiger, as soon as you let it go, it's going to eat you up. And well, it didn't eat up Iran, but Iraq got the brunt of it. And maybe Saddam Hussein should have been listening when I was warning the Ayatollah. Wanted, Dead or Alive was Observation again. Pak Chung-hee and Idi Amin and Gary and people from all over the world at the same time seem to have had a problem. General Somoza from Nicaragua, and you know, it all happened at the same time. So again, a keen sense of observation, and brought that one out.
The rule of the tyrants declined. The year 1979, from Uganda to Nicaragua, bombs and bullets all the time. So they corrupt, so they vile, so it's coup after coup all the while. Human rights they violate, they thought they were too great, so in disgrace now they live in exile. Gary is a wanted man. Idi Amin is a wanted man. The Shah of Iran, fighting hard to survive, he too is wanted, dead or alive.
A nice